Game number 2 here. And a nice big 2-player map is going to be leveling things out. And we're going to get some sneaky stuff, so I'm going to do these intros quickly. Spawning to the top left, the red Terran player, representing Max Flow. It is souL. And his opponent, representing Team Liquid, having to win this game to stay in the final qualifier and have a shot at that WCS spot. It's Team Liquid's Red, who is about to get a massive win because he sees the SCV going a little bit away from where he should be. Red, he knows something is up. Down comes one proxy barracks. Already drone coming down, waiting patiently. Only a proxy racks at the moment, and in this position, it's actually going to be really awkward. Oh no, it's going to be a proxy Reaper. Okay, good, proxy Reaper, and I believe a Reaper can jump up here. I think, I'm like 95% sure it can. Drone comes around, he's going to be taking a look. The Overlord, of course, still making progress forward. Red starting spawning pool first this game. Now, a proxy Reaper isn't ridiculously crazy, but it's still going to be a problem if it gets scouted and dealt with effectively. Red trying to pick off that SCV, not going to be able to. The barracks does get finished, and so the Reaper now on its way. Red should know, though, by this positioning, the fact that it's on the wrong side of this debris, no easy way through, that it will be a Reaper as it's the only way in. Extractor on its way down because the speed is going to be essential in stopping this. And now it's really just up to Red to show some good control. The one advantage he has is that if the Reaper does leave this way, or if he was able to get a couple of lings out fast, he can try and shut down that Reaper before it actually gets in, because there's only one avenue that it can easily make it in to the main base here, the one it's taking now. So when it comes, going to try and pick away at a couple of these drones now. One does get taken down. The SCV going to be trying to help this Reaper in just zoning out some of those Zerglings, acting as a physical block more than anything. Second Reaper on its way. Red, of course, scouting with that Overlord to see that, yeah, there is still something in production. First Reaper chasing down a ling. Interestingly, or more importantly, a Queen now out, which is already moving into a position where it's going to be able to try and snipe down this Reaper as soon as possible. So Red really taken minimal losses from this. He's lost, so far, one worker and a couple of lings. Going to be wanting to continue to zone out these Reapers, though. Sure, Red has delayed his natural base, but remember, while this barracks goes floating back home, a significant amount of time is going to go by where it's not producing anything. That's a problem. These Reapers still being irritating. They've racked up another drone kill as well as a couple more ling kills. So, wasted 4 lava worth of production from Red, but the loss of proxying that barracks is far more. Factory now coming down to complete the wall off, just in case there's a big counterattack. And Red, while he has delayed his natural base in order to defend this, has got an advantage in the fact that speed is already on its way down. He's got a full scout on his opponent. And he's also going to know that, hey, a command center is heavily delayed for souL. So economically, Red's still okay, but tech-wise, Red has got an advantage. So things are looking good initially in this second game for the Team Liquid player. Second factory now being added on. Is Red going to come back and scout this? If he sees, it's huge. And it gets cancelled. No point trying to sneak that second factory through. Could have potentially been looking for something along the lines of Blue Flame Hellion plays, but instead a Starport. Where's the other? Okay, Starport coming down. So this is still pretty cool. Could be Banshee. Could just be some medevacs in order to go for some drop play. But yes. This is all cool. Still waiting to see exactly what Red decides to do off the back of this. Just seeming to be more happy playing pretty standard. With Speedlings, these Reapers are going to have a really bad time on creep. But using the map pretty well, just to try and stop anything too bad happening. One Reaper goes down though, that's a big pick-off. Important thing I actually noted, and this is from my Twitch chat, that the barracks that was proxied here could actually float up into the high ground if there wasn't vision of him, which would be really annoying. Something I didn't actually consider as a good option, but you would delay the production from that a bit further. Anyway, Banshee going to be on the cards, Cloak being researched, and Reddy can see that that tech lab is a glowing. So it's really unlikely now that, hey, if you've got, obviously, vision, the cloak's on its way, you make sure you've got detection. A spore cooler at each base will come down. Just not yet. You've got a long time until cloak is done and obviously the Banshee's over at you. Meanwhile, another tech lab being added on to this barracks. It's the second factory, but Red coming back in with this Overlord. And again, wow, that was something you don't often see. A factory running away to hide. He doesn't want to reveal the fact that he has got that second factory yet. Now, a couple of Hellions, and that Reaper pushing forward. Red, though, right on cue, adds in a couple of Spore Crawlers. He's also got his third up. Needs to get a Spore there. Blue Flame being researched now. And souL really didn't want Red to see this. And if Red doesn't see it, he won't probably make Roaches. He didn't game one. And then he'll be in a tough spot. Managing to pick off one of these Hellions. The other Hellion and the Reaper also getting caught, so this shuts down the potential harassment very nicely. Red still in a strong spot. The Spore Crawler keeps him safe from those Banshee. Going up to 3 Banshee actually. This first one took a lot of damage, did no damage at all. Otherwise, standard game is now somehow coming back out. And I say standard game very loosely. They're both kind of where they'd expect to be, just a little bit sooner than this. Generally, you get into this sort of spot. 3 base Zerg, 2 base Terran after some harassment a bit later. Probably the biggest difference is the fact that there's going to be 3 Banshee and a lot of Blue Flame Hellions. And that is a very unorthodox build. It's Ret who's in the normal-ish spot. Adding in the Spire. Now, if he keeps this, he hard counters the Banshee. Banshee can't attack Spires, so yeah, good times. Can't attack Mutas, rather. They can attack Spires. And we're just going to be seeing whether these Blue Flames are going to actually deal some nice damage. Remember, there's no Roaches. So this is a very frustrating push to deal with. All 3 Queens coming in, but 2 go down straight away thanks to the additional damage of the Banshee, and Red is in some trouble now. He needs to make sure he deals with these Blue Flame Hellions very quickly, but it's not going to be before a substantial number of drones die. The Lings coming through, but are they going to be out with enough numbers to be able to stop this? Spines coming down, the Hellion count getting lower, 8 still though on the field, and they've picked off now 23 drones. The 3 Banshees still busily working away at anything. The Queens specifically are going to be a massive target. A couple of drones here at the 3rd base, also going to be a nice target. But a few more Lings running through. Get another Hellion, but a good move back. And Red, GG's out. He's not going to be able to do it. And Max Flow souL advances 2-0 over LiquidRet with some beautiful, beautiful build orders in this second game.